All right, guys. Kind of a different day today, Monday, but it's really competition Tuesday for us. And I just told the guys how appreciative we are as a staff for them to come out with a championship mentality like they did today, one of our best practices of the year. I'm just thankful to them. I told them we're having a blast as a coaching staff with these guys, for them to come out and give the effort they gave with a late night game 2 days ago. Really, really incredible. But we have to get to work. This is a quick week. We leave on Thursday to get there, so we put some great work into the run game. Tomorrow we'll focus on the pass game, and with that, I'll take any questions.
What's the sort of the plan with Cameron Smith and Juju Smith-Schuster this week as far as managing their injuries? And so
Yeah, we're going to get the MRI on Cam. We expect him to play as kind of preventative, just to make sure it's okay and that he's doing well. But we expect him to play, and we'll manage him throughout the week, get as many reps as we can. We just wanted to limit him from contact today. Same thing with Juju. I mean, you literally have to take the guy's helmet away from him to make him stop. So, talk to him prior to practice and say, hey, buddy, let's rest the hand for today. You saw him run routes today, but not really. We didn't want to put any extra pressure on the hand for right now. As we get later in the week, we'll get those reps that we need as far as catching the ball. But obviously, he's a freak of nature to go out there and do what he did. Really not catching the ball all week. He's getting some catches on Friday, and then goes out there and does what he does. He's pretty special.
So you've talked about how you're managing Trey Madden's health, but is it hurting him as far as his sharpness to not be able to practice as much as
we're trying to get as much? We're trying to get as much as we can with him, Michael. And in that situation the other night, we're trying to work him into the game, and the more reps he gets out here, I think the better. We have to be smart. We have to be smart for him and for our team. He wants to be out here in the worst way. He's a true competitor, and I know when he gets healthy, he's going to come back and help us. He's helped us tremendously already as a short yardage goal line runner. I can't wait to get him back to full health, and hopefully we will. And hopefully as we proceed through the week, he was feeling a little bit better today, got some valuable reps, and we'll get some more as the week goes on.
How do you feel like Cody's playing?
Gary, I think Cody's playing phenomenal right now. You look at the last 3 games, the protection of the ball, what he's doing on third down. The thing that really stood out to me was the third downs, especially on the last drive. He had taken some hits in that game. We had a couple missed assignments in pass protection. And usually when you get hit as a quarterback, sometimes your feet get antsy. You watch that last drive on that 3rd and 5 and that 3rd and 6, him stay in that pocket and make the 2 throws that he's made. Just really great senior leadership and great senior play. Extremely efficient. He's doing the things that we need him to do. I mean, I don't know if you could throw a better ball that he threw to Juju on the one deep ball. So he's playing at a high level right now. He's protecting the ball, which we need. That's part of our blueprint. I can't ask much more of him right now.
Seems like the last couple of weeks that Cal and Arizona have kind of been all over the bubble screen game of yours. There have been some plays that have resulted in losses. Are teams doing something to stop that? Are you guys not executing properly on
No,
those?
if you remember Cal, we had some huge, as a matter of fact, 3 of our explosion plays at Cal were off that throw it horizontally. So I thought they did a nice job. Arizona did a nice job of taking a little bit away. We did have the bubble off of it and did hit it. We just missed Quan on one of them, but 2 of them were very effective. It's part of our game. Sometimes we carry it in the game, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we'll add quick game rather than the bubble screens. The last 2 games we've added those. We've had the horizontal part of it in game in, but we can always go to our quick game if needed. It worked effectively versus Cal. Last week it was a little bit more ineffective.
You talked about how Arizona adjusted so well when you were in the 2-back set. Does Cody have the ability when he gets up there and see loading the box to audible and go to something else?
He does it a lot of times. You'll see him. A lot of times we give him the check. He just basically, we give him the formation and say, hey buddy, get us in the right play. And he does that a lot of times, especially in our 3 wides package. In our 2-back package, we're more of a play action football team, and some of our better shots down the field came off that big tight end play to the tight end to Tyler in that game, came off the 2-back play action. So when they're loading the box like that's a big part of the game that has to go, and it worked for some last game. We anticipated to continue doing that.
It looks like Cody might not be throwing at the same velocity that he had in the spring. Is he playing through anything?
No, he's a fifth-year senior that I think's playing at an extremely high level. I think his velocity's fine. And like I said, I don't know if you can throw a better deep ball than the man threw the other night on the play. And really, if you look at what he's doing efficiency-wise from a completion ratio over even the last 4 games, I think he's playing at a high level. You get to this time of the season, do you get worn down a little bit? Yeah, you get worn down. And you have to manage the reps of numbers, especially on an arm. And even told him today, hey, this is a quick week. And he loves reps. I mean, he's a pro. He'll steal every rep he can. And so sometimes you do have to back him off during the week to say, hey, bud, let number 4 get in there and get a couple reps. You'll be fine. But no, I think he's been extremely effective.
What's your impression on Ronald Jones being a freshman able to produce so quickly?
Yeah, everybody's got a different timetable. Some freshmen, the light comes on immediately. I go back and think of the Robert Woods and the Marquise Lees and the Nelson Aguilars, those guys that the light came on, and the light's coming on right now for Ronald Jones. And where I'm most proud of him, we all knew he was a great runner, but I really like what he's trying to do, and with the things that maybe were a little bit of a weakness when he first came in, from catching the ball to pass protection. He's really focusing on things that he wants to get better at rather than focus on just his strength, which is running the ball. He makes a huge play, out in the flat, catching that ball on a bubble, and scores a touchdown for us. And in pass protection, he's getting better. So, the light's really coming on for the guy, and I can't tell you how proud I am of him.
What's your assessment of the special teams play overall lately?
I think we can do better. I told the guys in our team meeting that we can perform at a higher level. We do have some really talented guys on there. I think our kickoff coverage team has been phenomenal, except for the one exception last week of coming out. Those guys that ball's been put in play a lot of times, and they've gotten the ball down a lot of time inside the 20. I think we're just so close to breaking a punt return. I can't stand it. Could be this week. I think two's got a chance to get loose. So we want to play at a higher level. I think we're good right now, but we want to be great.
You've had some, since you've been here against Colorado, the quarterbacks have put up some pretty amazing numbers. Has there been anything tied up to?
No, I just think it's one of those things. Sometimes you have great games, and sometimes you have off games. And we've been fortunate to play at a good and a very efficient level the last couple of times that we've played Colorado. But they're a good football team, and I think improving by the year. I think Coach McIntyre's doing a terrific job. One, with the personnel that he's bringing in, and 2, developing them. This is a different Colorado team than we faced, over the couple of years. I just look at them, and I know the wins aren't coming to them like they would like. But you look at the way they're competing against some really quality teams right now, and they seem like they're in every game. So this is somebody that we better take a championship attitude into their place, or just like any game in the Pac-12, you'll get beat if you don't bring your A game. All right.